Hello students, today I'm going to show you how to use the Pythagorean theorem to determine the length of one of the sides of a right triangle given the length of the other two sides. The first thing we have to know is the Pythagorean theorem, which simply is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The a and b represent the legs of a right triangle, and the C represents the hypotenuse, which is the side directly across from the right angle. Once I have my formula, I simply plug in the values that I know. I do not know my B in the triangle that I'm given, but I do know my A value and I know my C value. So in place of my A, I write the value that A is given. Since I don't know the B value, I keep that variable. And for my C, I replace the C for the value C is given. Then I simply have to do my arithmetic. 6 squared equals 36. 8 squared gives me 64. Now I have to isolate the variable that I'm looking for, which is the B variable. So I have to move my 36 to the other side of the equation by adding the opposite. In this case, that's going to be a negative 36. So now I'm going to be given B squared equals 28. Now, to undo a square, I have to square root it. But if I square root one side of the equation, I have to square root the other side as well. In order to keep an equation equivalent, both sides have to, the same operation has to be done to both sides. Just as I had to subtract negative 36 on both sides of the equation to keep it equal, I have to square root both sides of the equation to keep it equal. Now, when I square root something squared, it just simply undoes that square. Now, the square root of 28 isn't a perfect square, but a perfect square does go into 28. I know that 4 times 7 equals 28, and I'm also aware that 4 is a perfect square. 2 times 2 is 4. So I can break this 28 into 4 times 7. The square root of 4 is going to be able to come out, but the square root of 7 is left behind. Since all of my measurements were in feet, this particular result is also going to be in feet. I hope this was helpful. Have a great day.